a refrigerator.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Oh, that's good. Now that
Yeah.
we can hear you like loud and clear and crisp.
Hey, rejoice, rejoice, and let the bells ring out.
Yeah, sure. Actually, Frank's not here. We don't have a ding dong today.
Another ding dong, huh?
Yeah. But he hasn't been heard from yet, so we don't know. So how's everything going there, Guy?
Not too bad, not too bad. Went down to Santa Cruz this morning, down to a place called 85 Degree, little bakery down there that does specialty pastries. So
What
just to
kind of
get out of the
pastries?
house.
What kind of pastries?
Let's see. There's mostly bread, the bread versions.
Well, I should say French, bakery, German, Danish,
Well, it's mostly
English.
bread type.
Well,
Like
what kind of bread?
Sweetbreads.
Sweetbreads. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
So it was probably a Hispanic bakery. Conchas and stuff.
No, it's got some French in there.
Okay, so just
They have tarts and in there, and then cheesecakes and things like that. But they also have cookies, cakes.
yeah, okay.
So it's a bakery.
Yeah, it's a bakery.
Well, but
Yeah,
I'm saying is that in Westwood there's a bakery that I used to like to go to, but it was French.
Okay.
It was a French bakery. Unfortunately, I can't get to Westwood, so that's kind of depressing.
That's a ways out.
I don't know, but not impossible. I have to get out. I have to take a bus to Santa Clarita and take a train to Santa Clarita and take the bus from there.
Yeah. This
The
one's
train's
down by
going.
this one's down by the mall.
Does anybody know what page the Wild Magic table is on the player's handbook?
It's in the sorcerer. You have to go to the sorcerer, and it's like on one of his last pages.
Since we haven't started yet, I was looking at the druid of the circle of the spore.
Oh,
That would have been perfect for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's basically mushrooms, and you're in the Underdark. Hey, what do you get lots of? Mushrooms, nothing but.
all right. So last week I learned my lesson about surprises. What's it called? Chris called it out as soon as I brought a book out. He was like, "Let me guess, it's a mimic," and I was like, I should have said something before pulling the book out." I learned my lesson.
Yeah. Nah, it's fine. I mean, out of character knowledge, in character knowledge.
Yeah, but I could have made it where if I didn't grab the book, I could have give it some more life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the other possibilities, if you have to, you can always get some 3x5 cards.
I think that's more unorganized.
Well, no, I'm just saying is if you want some monsters, you have like these are the monsters we're going to be
I know that it was
encountering.
I knew being stupid.
Okay.
No,
All right.
Remember,
So
he's a professional.
if you guys want to go over last week real quick.
Sounds good to me. Yes, I would love to.
Sure.
All right, go ahead. I want to hear it from your guys' perspective.
Onto some webs and
Stuff happened.
we went into a cave, ran into a hole, ran away, fell, and got into some more shit we didn't want to deal with.
All right.
Yeah.
Or I should say we weren't ready to deal with. That's what I should say.
Yeah, especially a purple worm.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting that it went splat down below on somebody's head.
It reminded me from the scene from.
Oh, it didn't land on the Demogorgon. It's just some of the rocks landed on him, and
Oh,
like it just caused extra debris to cover him up. So if it did land on him directly, it probably would have died. You know.
Right.
but
Oh.
the purple one probably, but
Well, it would have made
Yeah.
our life a lot easier.
The Demogorgon's just big. He's not invincible.
Yeah, but if he had a giant purple worm light on him, head to head, boom, that would have been even better.
All right, and
But then, you know, unfortunately, he still could come back. So
in the webs, you rescued what was his
a
name?
halfling.
Yeah, his name though is yeah, I erased my whiteboard, so
uh-oh.
Oops.
I know.
I hate when that
Oopsie.
happens.
it was something Rumblefoot.
Yeah.
Argus Rumblefoot. Okay, so write this.
Don't freaking give her one little tiny piece of bacon. That's all she wants.
And in your party, we still have Ront, Darendil,
Stool.
Stool,
Eldish.
Eldith, and Rumpendump.
We got the whole 9 yards and 3 yards extra.
And a bag of chips.
We
Slice,
got also the
Slice Doppler.
yeah. Now the he was going as a Dara, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was a Darrow, yes.
Dogger? Okay.
You have your wait. He changed to a Dwarger, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
was a. They got killed as a. And
Oh, that's right. He was killed as a Darrow, and then brought him back to life, and he changed into a Dwarger. And we still have the Spider Lala, and then your Steel Defender. So just to be clear about your Steel Defender, in order for him to eat, he's got to let out the
He has to
fire.
use the fire.
So every time you use the fire, he's got to eat 5 times, and if he doesn't use the fire, then he's not eating, so he doesn't improve on his upgrade.
well,
So
basically, we've got to wait till we have an encounter where we have to use it. So
No, it's more of every time we're in an encounter, you should just use
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
and then if you don't use it, if you go to this is just an idea, speculation. If you go to a cave or something and you hear monsters or something, instead of like holding in its breath, waiting for the monster to come, it can use its fire. 'Cause anything that sees fire blowing out in a large mass is not going to go near it, pretty much, you know. So it could be like
Yeah,
a scare tactic or a warning, and
Yeah,
then
you could use it.
Well, the other problem was also gases too.
yeah,
You just remember gas, flame, boom.
Nah. We're in the Underdark, not the Underground.
No, well,
there are
it's
gas
close enough.
chambers.
Yeah, but most of these caves have all been dug out for centuries. There isn't any gas lying around in most of them.
that we know of.
Yeah.
All right, so basically, your Steel Defender has not been feeding, just that one time, so it's only got 5 feedings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the easy way to keep track of this is, what is it? 20 fires. It emits
Uh-huh.
it emits its fire 20 times. You feed it 5 times, but it can only eat 3 times a day.
Correct.
So after
It's
it's
a double-
used after it's used its fire 20 times, because let me see, 20 times 5 feedings, that's 100, and I said 100 feedings.
Correct.
Okay. So it's only used its fire once, and it's had 5 feedings.
No, I should not have used it twice.
Twice?
Twice.
Okay. Alright, you've used it twice. And I had you guys off sit at a camp after you guys crossed the canyon with the webs.
Yeah.
And now that you're in a settled spot, that's right. You gave your thing the great axe heads, right, to eat last time. I remember.
Actually, well, well, that was the first time. This is what now I've got just plain metal.
The iron rods.
Right. Well, I was wondering if Elvis needs any armor or anybody else in the party needs any armor.
Everybody got stocked up from the armory. The only person that would need armor would be Ront, the orc, because he didn't have access to the armory. And Darendil does not wear armor. What are you proposing?
Well, I was either going to basically if I have a short rest, I can lay out some metal and make some armor.
It's going to take time to make armor, though.
I know, but I'm saying if we have time.
Doesn't armor take like weeks?
I need a forge.
Well, no, it doesn't take that long.
To make, yeah.
Yes.
Because one of my special abilities.
You can make
It's a long rest. Now I can make some armor. I can make if I have the metal, I lay the metal out of the money, and if I have a long rest, I can make a suit of armor.
Maybe that's something that the kids at the.
It's one of my special abilities.
I don't.
Yay!
Yeah, I haven't looked at the class that deeply.
So okay, so you want to spend your resting period making armor. If you're doing that, then you're not resting, right?
Well, I was either going to do that or make just take a short rest and make what's his face the one of the mushroom people some artificial hands.
Yeah,
I could make one basically take a short rest, make a hand, and we move along, and then make a second one for the not this day but the next day.
Hey James, your camera has you vertical. Are we crooked on you or are we straight?
Well, no. The problem is I'm plugging my phone in. If I turn it sideways to give me vertical, I can't plug the phone in.
Oh.
So it's either plug it in and turn it right or vertical.
What if you flipped it the other way?
Well, the problem is the plug-in is at the bottom, and that's where I'd have to hold it.
All right, so it's been 2 days since you've left Gracklstaugh, and Rumpinump informs you guys that you're still probably around 10 days away from Neverlight Grove. And at this camp, Vargas, he's as you guys are eating your meal, because you guys have like fungus and you guys are sharing the fungus with whoever doesn't have it, unless you guys have other rations. I'm not sure if you do. And Vargas, while he's eating, he's talking about tales that he's heard about a tomb that he was looking for, and it's a tomb of a priestess named Calm. And
What was that?
it's a tomb of a priestess named Calm.
Tom. Okay.
So it's spelled Khaem. So this is him talking. He says initially coming down here from to explore the Underdark, the Neverwinter, to explore the Underdark, we heard tales about a floating city that was once a promising place to live, but this is like ancient times, and there was some sort of cataclysm that forced the city to fall, and one of the priestesses was given her own chamber with treasure. So we were trying to look into it, and that's why we're down here. Unfortunately, my friends, they didn't make it in that earthquake, and then you guys dropped on top of me, literally. But
Sorry about that.
It's not your fault. But I don't think I should stop looking for the treasure, otherwise everything would be in vain and my friends would be dead.
Well, you're
I'm going to
free.
ask. I'm going to ask Stool and Rumpadump.
Rumpadump.
Yeah, if they have ever heard of this tomb, because they're from down here.
Yeah, they let out their spores to communicate telepathically to all you guys. And Rumpadump and Stool kind of look at each other as they're talking. They say that they kind of like nod no, and Rumpadump says, our people aren't like other cultures. We really don't associate with other civilizations. So dealing with all you guys' races is new to us. We've never heard of other places until recently. And Stool is like, yeah, I've never heard any tales about a floating city. I only thought it was just Neverlight Grove.
Hmm.
This question's not from the Underdark. Have I heard anything about this?
No, you haven't.
How about?
Hmm?
I was going to say, how about Slife or
Slice the Doppler?
yeah, or
It's
Runt? He's
Ron. Well, it's news to them as well. They've never heard of a floating city before.
okay.
But they've Fargus. He says that during our excavations and travels, we've ran into signs of this ancient civilization, and I haven't really shared the information with anybody else other than us because we wanted to try to get there first. Discover it, take the claims.
Oh, understandable.
But if there is a history behind this place, I'm sure that there are other libraries and other cities with with this kind of information, but we didn't go looking.
Well, we're um. No, crud. I've got to rearrange my notes.
Okay.
No, I've just all got it written down on one sheet, and it's all haphazard. So yeah, we're on to this other city here for well, let's see.
Oh wait, I'm wrong.
We just left Gracklstaugh, and
Mhm.
we're now on to uh oh, what's that? Everlake. Uh, to fulfill a ghost's wish to have his what's left of his bones buried.
Blingden Stone, you mean? Yes.
Blinking Stone. That's it. Sorry. And then we're on to take these other two home. And I pointed the two mechanids.
Oh wow.
You're welcome. Yeah, we're on a journey.
Mm. Okay, so
you're welcome to come with us.
Yeah, and
At least until
I gave you a little bit of wrong information. So it's not a priestess. It's a half-elf sorcerer named Brysis of Calm, and it was her tomb. It was a tomb that was part of the empire of Netheril. And Netheril is a ancient empire, and it had flying cities. And this tomb plummeted. He's telling the story that it from the notes he's gotten, it's plummeted.
When you say tomb, you mean tome, right?
Tomb.
As in a book?
Tomb.
Tomb. Okay, so a burial chamber.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it was floating, and somehow it fell and plummeted into a crevice and wound up in the Underdark.
Oh, great.
So if you guys have heard of Netheril from your own personal knowledge, I don't know anything about it.
That's okay. Neither do I.
Okay,
Yeah.
I grew up
Nope.
down here.
but I'll
Nope,
definitely
work.
look into it more.
work.
Okay.
It's next time we get to a library.
Yeah, that would probably be fine. Find something maybe in Blingstone
Okay, so
where you can do research.
and you guys are you guys invited him to travel with your party to Blingdenstone,
He's
and
he's
he
welcome to travel.
yeah, he's saying that yeah, I would like to find this tomb for my friends after their passing, but if I can't find it, then maybe it's just time that I head on out and go back home because obviously I can't survive down here by myself if you guys found me dangling in the spider web with all kinds of spiders trying to eat me.
You never know what. Yeah, yeah. We've had troubles too. There's more coming. There's worse on the way.
Oh wow. Worse on the
There's
way?
well, from what we've heard, there's a few demons and devils that have gotten loose down here somewhere.
Yes, a war coming.
There's a yeah, between the demons and devils.
How exciting.
And everybody else.
That sounds very it sounds
Time
like
to leave.
sounds like a rare opportunity
Exciting.
to write
Exciting
Yes,
is not the
okay.
word I would use.
write books and journals. Have a
Uh,
have an observer of the occurrences and document it in the books for history.
do you have flame-proof underwear?
Fireproof underwear. There you go.
And he says, "Can you make that too
Yeah,
with that
that's-
armor?"
I don't know. I'd probably do some.
All right. So who's gonna take first watch? It's still resting
I
time.
guess I will.
Okay, so you're gonna take
After
first
we
watch. This
Extract ourselves from the webs.
all right. This steel defender is going to stay up like normal. The spider, it needs rest too, but it stays with you while you're
Right.
taking your watch. Um, so what's your name? Leonardo. You're going to work on making hands for Rumpadump. So
Yeah,
when you're making these hands, are they just like
this is
like
it's artificial.
is it like mannequin hands? Is it going to be like
Well, something that it said. I was talking about artificial limbs, but since it's not the entire arm, it's just the hands. I would have to have. He's going to have to come over, and we have to measure and take the metal out and lay the metal out and make the hands for him.
But is it something that's movable? Is it
Yes,
just like a wooden
yes.
hand that just stays? Okay, so it
Well,
is
it
movable.
won't be wooden because it can. I've got plenty of iron. I can make the hands artificial hands out of iron.
Okay. All right, so
On
you're
my
doing that.
stock.
Something where you
All right, and then Ron, he'll take second watch. Uh, Darendale, he'll take third watch, and then Eldith will take fourth watch. And Ms. Lindra, you go in your trance, and the night goes uneventful. And so Rumpadump, he has his hands now. It's just grabbing hands, and
Right.
okay.
he's just like waving his arms around. He's like playing with the hands. He's like, oh, pretty cool. All right, now to continue on, you guys are traveling down. It's still a wide cave. The canyon is behind you, but you want to keep pressing towards the north west. So the cave, it's not a lit cave. It's if there is any luminescence, it's from like small patches of moss that are growing here and there. But overall, it is dark. So these caverns, they're going down lower, and it's not seeming to go higher. It feels like you're going more into the depths of the Underdark. After several hours of traveling, do you guys will somebody roll perception?
Well, my steel fitter has a 23.
24.
Okay.
Beats me.
Let me look for this page. So, as you guys are traveling, your group is it captures the attention of a liquid that's sliding across the floor. It's a yellowish.
Doing okay, Kimberly? Hmm.
It's a yellowish bubbling heap,
And it's
and
moving.
yes, it's moving towards you guys. It's kind of
Oops.
like a mound about, we'll say, a foot and a half tall, but spread out.
I hate this place.
It's roughly 10 feet wide. Or
I'll turn.
huh?
I was going to say I was going to turn to Miss Lundra, and they're going. Should I have vital breathe on it or what?
Anybody?
Because it looks like a yellow slime.
It's crawling from like a middle area, this cavern, try,
Eep.
getting
It's crawling towards us.
yeah, it's
Well, okay,
or
so
sliding,
that-
sliding. It's
Back up.
I'll definitely go. Red alert! Red alert!
it's not very fast either. It seems to be
It doesn't
moving.
have to be fast.
I'm just trying to give a description here.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not moving very fast, but as it's making its way coming up to you guys, you see that
Back up.
it squeezes itself together, becomes a larger mound, and then expands just to like crawl more to you guys. So it's moving kind of
Oh,
like
it's
almost like a snail, but it's a slime, and you see it's got like little I guess little claws that are coming out as it's sliding across the floor, and it's like pushing itself towards you guys, and
I'm sorry.
it's making the little bubbly noises like it's as it's moving along. And you guys can move past it by going around it because it's moving that slow.
Okay, I thought they're making an estimate if they've seen anything like this.
anybody? Yeah, anybody see anything like this?
No,
I don't want to try and go past it. No.
the closest that you've seen to it was that one ooze in the chamber with the were rats when the were rats turned into were rats for the first time when they were hanging in the cages above.
Right.
And there was that other ooze that you guys were fighting, but it was more active, more demonic looking. This one looks like it's very slow in comparison, and this one's yellow. The other one was like a whitish. Was it white or black?
Unfortunately,
It was black.
Okay.
black. When we're fighting in the tunnels,
It's
Anybody
it's
got-
there's black ooze.
it's pushing
Anybody got any ideas?
it's pushing closer towards you guys, and it's kind of like making its way to lead your path. I guess it's trying to narrow you guys towards a wall so that you can't go around it. That's what it's trying to do. You can go around it, but that's what it's trying to do.
Okay.
Just
I will attempt to go around it.
Okay.
This is where cold would come in handy.
This is where what?
Or cold, ray of cold would be coming. It's like, hey, it would
Oh, I don't have a ray
it
of
might
cold.
not kill.
just
Neither do I.
and
Yeah, this is where a meteor swarm spell would come in handy, right? It's one of those
Not
suggestions.
necessarily. Well, not necessarily. I was just saying cold. Hopefully, just to slow it down.
Yeah, I'm just saying like having something that's not there, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So
Well,
you're
there's
trying to
options.
maneuver around, but are you trying to like skirt around it
Yes.
towards the wall, or try to go the long way around it? Excuse me.
Well, whichever way seems easiest. The long way, I'd guess, because it's getting closer to the wall.
All right, so now it's moving its direction because you're like the lead character closest to it now, and so it's moving to
Yeah.
prevent you from going that way.
Ugh.
But you do see that there is a
I'm going to make.
there is a stalagmite that you can probably maneuver around to it's there's like a thin stalagmite probably around
Okay.
as wide as
I'll-
you, but you could probably maneuver around it to try to trick it to swing around over there.
Okay. I will try and go around the stalactite,
Okay.
or stalagmite, whichever one. I keep forgetting also.
Okay.
The problem is one is up and one
And
is down.
I'll try and use a dash action to try and outrun it.
Okay. So as you're maneuvering around the stalagmite, roll your perception real quick.
Ah, a 19.
Okay. Just before you take your dash, you hear like a grumble from the wall next to you, and when you look,
crud.
it's all just wall. It's just brick wall. But you see these two eyes open, slightly bigger. The height of it is slightly bigger than where you are, and you come to realize that
Mhm.
it's a stone giant that's sitting down, blended in with the wall, and you just basically went over its leg, and its foot was the
Stalactite,
yeah.
stalagmite.
So he grumbles and he gets pretty angry, and he reaches over and grabs onto another stalagmite and breaks it open, and he screams like "Rah!" and he gets up. And this is different from the other
Yeah.
giants that you've encountered before, because the other ones were what's it called? They had some sort of attitude that were communicable, but this one has
Right.
a rage to it. Like you didn't do anything to piss it off, but it is angry, and it stands
Kind
up.
of crossed its leg.
Yeah, and it stands up, and you disturbed its sleep. And instead of talking, he's growling at you, and he gives it like a bellow roar as he's holding it onto the stalagmite that's his club. You're like, ah! I don't want to yell into the mic. So you take your
Understand.
dash, right?
Yes.
You run past it.
My movement's 30, so dash is 60.
Okay, and you move past it before it could do anything. And it does notice the rest of you guys, and it's looking around on both sides, and now it's standing there ready to attack. And the slime, it didn't get a chance to get closer to the wall because it was trying to maneuver. So now you guys have this giant on this left pathway. Fingers is on the other side of it, and then you have this ooze crawling from the other, like the middle of this cavern, going towards your guys. You guys can still maneuver around the jelly, but you don't
But
think
the
that
problem is
you're
that
going to
the
be able
giant-
to outrun the giant. So everybody roll initiative.
16.
Okay.
3? 15.
James, you said 16?
Yes.
15.
Oh, 15.
17.
I got a 15. James got a 16.
Okay, Guy got a
I got a
15.
16.
Guy got a
I
15.
got a 10.
Right.
My dex is plus 4, so it'd be 17.
Okay. James got a 17.
Yes.
You got a 15 guy with your dexterity modifier? Your initiative is a roll plus your dexterity modifier. Did you add
Correct.
that?
Right. I rolled a 10. I've got a plus 5 initiative.
I thought you rolled a
So
15.
I rolled 15.
I was like,
No, I rolled a 10. My total
No,
is 15.
his total is 15.
That's
yes,
why
yes.
I didn't quite have it on my die exactly.
right.
Okay. Alright, so first is going to be... I'm just writing down the order real quick. First is going to be Leonardo. And then... we have... Fingers. Then we have... Slindra. And we have... Okay. Alright, so Leonardo, you're first. Do you want to focus your actions on the giant, or the slime?
Well, unfortunately, the giant can catch us, so I'd go fairy fire on the giant. It's one of my specials.
Fairly Fire is an area effect spell. You can hit both.
Yes, on the giant. Can I get both of them?
How
Or
big?
just the giant?
What's
It's an area.
what's the range of the fiery fire?
I think it's 20 feet.
Huh?
I'm not positive. I think it's 20 feet, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
The area or the range?
Area.
20-foot cube.
Oh, okay. And what it does is just it makes them light, and then
Well,
they.
he lights up, and then basically he's invisible. It doesn't matter if he goes invisible. We get to attack him at advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, prevents him from being invisible, and we all get advantage to attack. Anyone that's covered in Fairy Fire has advantage to attack that target. So even if it hits an ally.
Oh, really? Okay. So it.
Yeah. Spell.
Well, from the area that he could cast it safely without anybody being affected by it from your own party, it's possible. So he centers it just past the giant because fingers is past the giant. And so do they have to roll anything for
I believe Dex. I believe it's a Dex save.
I think it is. I think it is too.
Okay.
Yes, Dex save.
So the slime the slime failed and the giant failed.
Okay, good. So they light up.
Yeah, they're illuminated, and the giant's
Correct.
like looking at himself. He's like, "Huh?" And he gets even more irritated. And so the giant runs forward towards the party. He's screaming and he's running towards them, and is going to do his attack on Ront and Darendil, because they're probably going to be up in the next in line for being hit, or in the order of movement. All right, so Ront gets hit, and so does Darendil, and they actually get knocked back from the attack, and they take. Oh wow!
Sorry about that.
You're good.
So Darendil takes 19 points of damage. Ront takes 19 points of damage
Oh,
also.
ye God.
So they took the attacks, and they basically went flying into they went flying about 5 feet back from the hit of this great club, and and they're hurt pretty bad. They're like on the ground wheezing, trying to catch their breath from the impact that they're basically hit by a log, and it's a stalagmite that they were hit with, but you know the thickness of a log. And Fingers, it's your turn. You see that the giant and the jello, the ooze, they're self-illuminating because of a spell that was placed on them. But you ran past like 40 feet from a dash. No, 60 feet, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The 30 and the
So
dash is
pretty
double.
much behind.
Yeah. So the giant has its back to you.
Okay.
Oh, it's lit up. You get an advantage, and if you get your central, it'll be doubled.
I'm going to move up to within range of my throwing daggers.
Okay.
Bring him to life as a bonus action.
And you're also attacking at advantage.
Throw the first one of 13 to hit at that giant.
Well, remember, he gets to roll 2.
I think he is rolling 2.
Okay.
Okay, the 13 misses. Did you roll it?
Second one, it's the same. I rolled 13 for both of them to hit.
That was with advantage, though?
Oh, with advantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's 17 and 9.
Okay, so the 17 does hit.
Okay. Now, since he has his back to me, I get the sneak attack damage for that, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me grab my. I forgot to get those out. Okay, got them. So, ooh, total of 14 psychic damage.
Okay. I keep losing my damn marker in the book.
I hate when that happens.
All right. The
There you
giant.
go. Transport. There you go. So you got it.
It said 14 points of psychic damage.
Yes.
Okay, so
He knows I'm there.
yeah. Well, he just knows he's got like this headache, and he doesn't know where it came from. Like he's unaware that it was from behind him. All right, now it's the slime's turn, and the slime moves to go on top of Darendel. And let me. So the slime is trying to attack Darendil. Like it makes a mound out of its middle, like like an extruding arm, and tries to hit him like swinging on it, but he missed entirely. And so now it's Ms. Lindra's turn.
All right, I'm gonna move up to the giant, and I'm gonna make an attack on the giant, and I'm going to. Well, first I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite on myself, which is a bonus action,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna make a melee attack upon the giant.
What does Wrathful Smite do? It's fear. No, no, that's what
It can be.
1d8.
If I hit, hold on a second. Let me get to the hitting part of this first. Okay, I'm not comfortable with my roll, so I'm going to use my domain ability, which is Guided Strike, which gives me a +10 to my roll. So does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Okay. That was probably overkill, but I wanted to make sure I hit. Okay, so I'm going to end up doing 5. So 7 physical damage, 5 psychic damage from the spell, and he needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh wow. Good thing he's got a wisdom of 21. No, I'm kidding. He, what's the save that he needs?
15.
He failed.
Good. He is now frightened of me. He has disadvantage on attacks and ability checks made against me, and he cannot willingly move in my direction.
Okay. So all right, he gets struck from fingers first, and he like gets stunned a little, not enough to disturb his turn, but then you just do that on him. So he's got the light spell on him, which kind of like surprised him for a second, and then he got the headache from fingers, and then now you did psychic and physical damage. You said.
Yes.
And he looks at you, and his eyes are wide, and he just kind of like growls and grumbles in your direction as he kind of like takes a step back. Now it's the NPC's turn. Darendil and Ront, they get up on their feet and they start. Well, Darendil's going to be stuck with the jelly, the ooze. Ront's going to help you guys with the giant, and he moved to attack the giant and he missed. Eldith runs up to the giant. Shit, she missed. Wait, it's an advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so well, still miss, and still wow, terrible roll. So okay, and let me look at this real quick. Oh, before I forget, Leonardo, do you want your spider to do anything? Do you want your steel defender to do anything?
Well, basically, I was going to have it back so it could do was it the defensive action?
The defensive action?
Well, basically deflect.
Deflect. So it's is it's on hold basically.
Well, basically, it goes after I do. So basically, I would go first, and then it would go second.
Well, yeah, but you let us know like, hey, my steel defender's going to do this. Don't let me pass
Okay,
up your
well,
steel defender.
well, basically, I was going to have it basically try to deflect an attack.
So it's on hold.
Defensive.
Okay. Fingers, does your spider, do you want it to do anything? It could you can make it shoot a web on the jello if you want to.
Probably just ooze through it, but okay.
Well, you
That
could see if
sounds
it
like
works.
I could try.
Exactly.
Wrong die. Web to the ooze. 3 to hit.
3?
Oh, it's advantage.
3.
You get to roll again.
Yeah, you get to roll
You,
again.
get to, you roll twice.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, it's
Hey, that's better. 6.
6?
6.
Hold on 1 second. Let me check this out.
Web goes off and hits the giant. Giant's foot's now stuck to the. Nope, sorry.
So your spider does get a +2 to strength and a +3 to dexterity. So I would say it's a strength, right? Or is it?
Still 9.
No,
range would
no.
be that.
It hits because the AC of the jelly is
9 hit?
yes. The AC.
Oh, wow.
The AC of the jelly is pretty
Okay.
low. So the web, it shoots a web all over the thing, and it's continually using its web entirely, and it's pretty much trying to make it coagulate. So it does
Yeah.
go inside of it, like you said, like it
Wow.
lands on it, and it kind of like absorbs in it. But the thing is, as it's moving, it's like it's trapped in the web, kind of like it's a
You're
new
turning-
substance that just went around it and inside of it.
You're turning it into duct tape.
Yeah, or glue. I don't know. Yeah. All right, and so you see that the other NPCs are taking actions against the ooze. So you know that it's being dealt with by what's it called? Slice the Doppler and Fargus. He's attacking it too. So we don't need to go over the actions of each NPC. The jelly's being handled now. So you
Okay,
guys,
good.
you have the assistance of Ront with the giant, but he missed his attack even with his advantage. So now it's Leonardo's turn again.
Using my crossbow, my magic crossbow. Ooh, yeah. What it was an advantage. So 19. The 28.
That hits.
28. Okay. So 12 points of damage for the first bolt. So here you go. That's better than that one. So 18, 19, 27. 27 hit.
Yes.
I hope. Oh, 6 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
Actually, yeah, 6.
Okay, so you shoot him twice with your crossbow, correct?
Correct.
And as he gets shot, he lifts his arm up, and it's his turn, and he's kind of looking at Ms. Linder because Ms. Linder is right next to him, correct?
Yes, I am.
And
right.
so he turns to run, and Ront gets an opportunity of attack. You do too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone is.
But it's just you and Ront.
Okay.
Ront hits.
It's 24 hit.
Yes.
I think it's always.
Oh, wait a minute. Ront gets advantage. He could roll a 20.
That's true.
Nope. He rolled less. Alright, so Ront, as the giant turns to run, and it's literally running away in Fingers' direction. So it's facing Fingers. Fingers, you were running up to it, and you made your attack. Now, it turned around, and is running in your direction, and Ront hit it, and he did some pretty good damage on there. Now, Ms. Lindra,
good.
what did you do? You get attack of
I did
opportunity.
24 to hit, but I only did 3 damage. I rolled a 1.
Okay. All right. And Fingers, he turns around and he gets. You see him like kind of stagger, and he's yelling in a mad craze like this guy. He's got no. You don't think he's got like a what's it called, rationality with him at all. He hasn't spoken a word, but he attacks you with a um
Yep.
26. Does that hit?
Definitely.
All right, and
Definitely.
let me see. All right, so the first hit, it did 18 points of damage,
Oh,
and
Killing me softly.
the second hit, it does 16. Does that hit you?
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Okay, so he hit you once with his club, and you were able to dodge the second one. That was his second attack.
Right.
So he used his max movement. He took his hits from his attack of opportunity, and he's still glowing right there in front of you. So now it's your turn, Fingers.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Nope.
sorry. Leonardo, you're still defender. You didn't say if it was going to do anything now.
oh, basically it'll attack now. 19.
So it runs up behind the giant and attacks.
Yes.
Okay.
So 19.
I've got to
and hit?
teach it.
Yeah, that hits.
4.
4 points of damage.
Yeah. Roll the 2 plus.
I've got to
Play
teach
it.
it
Yeah,
the
it's only
sneak
2.
attack.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Actually, wait a minute. Oh, duh. I was gonna say fire.
Too late.
Oh well. Next time. The question is where is Fingers between it? How far was Fingers away from the
Right next to it.
rose?
Probably right next to it.
Yep. Good thing I didn't do that.
All right. So now it's Fingers, your spider. Do you want your spider to do? Oh, wait, Fingers' turn and then the spider.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, before that happens, the giant was at disadvantage on his attacks against Guy because of the fear.
Okay. So then we'll say that you rolled well, the first one I rolled, the second one I rolled a 4 plus 9. No, I said it was 15. I said it was a 15, right? 15
Yeah.
missed, and then 14.
Would have missed also.
Okay. So then
So
you don't take any damage. You basically tumble and dodge around the giant attack, so you don't get hit. We had to retcon the game because Ms.
You
Lindra
forgot the disadvantage.
Ms. Lindra yelled out during combat, "Hey, he missed. He gets disadvantage."
Hey, that's not fair. Someone changed the rules in the middle of this universe. Why? I think we lost Guy, or at least I did.
Obviously.
Okay. So
You're back now.
So yeah, we retconned the game right now. You did not take damage. Instead, you
Right.
you dodged his attack. You went boom. You flip to the side and he goes boom, and you duck.
That's all the better for me. Okay. Since my daggers, I usually mostly use thrown. I haven't used my rapier very much. It does a little more damage. I'm going to attack with my rapier for a 19 to hit,
That hits.
and that is 10 damage.
Wow.
Since I don't have sneak attack, he's looking right at me.
So you're going Three Musketeers style now.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So, and that's all I can really do right at the moment.
So your spider is
Doesn't really
engaging
do.
the slime, but do you want the spider
Okay.
to come and get you, and you can mount up and then try to egress?
No, because if he does that, he's going to have to get by the giant, and the giant might hit him and kill him.
Okay.
So I'll toss another web at the slime just to slow it down a little bit more. I rolled a 12.
Well,
Yeah.
I believe
Well,
the spider only gets it once, but it can.
Oh, he has to recharge.
Yeah, it can do
Recharge.
an attack.
I would say you
Okay.
don't want it to attack. Not the slime.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, because if I touch it, I might get damaged.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Hold on 1 second. It says web recharge 5 through 6. What does that mean?
It means you roll a d6 and on a
Means
5
I
or 6
rolled a
again.
Okay, so go ahead and. Do you want it to recharge or do you want it to attack?
That's a
no,
recharge.
recharge.
Okay, so roll
Roll
a.
a d6.
The recharge is
I'll re-roll. This time,
it's
this
just
time I
something-
rolled a 1.
Okay, so the web
It's
does
to
not.
roll a
Make
5
sure.
before you said recharge. Before you said to roll.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
So
You rolled a 5 before.
Right.
Well, oh, you. Well, then
I
you.
rolled a 5 before you said to re-roll. I
No.
re-rolled and got a 1.
No, 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 no.
So I got a 1.
But you rolled a 5 because you wanted to recharge.
Yes.
So you rolled a
In which case
5.
it recharge.
You rolled a 5.
So it recharge.
Yeah, it recharged.
It,
The recharge.
Yeah, even though
Okay.
you rolled it before I said it, you wanted to recharge. So,
correct.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
okay. All right.
No problem. Should I just go ahead and use those giant spider abilities for this one?
Yeah, sure.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I'll look it up and I'll print it out and put it with my character.
Okay. All right. And I mean, if I could, I would do like either a blade spider or a bone spider, but they don't have that in this book. They took away all the spiders in this book.
Yeah.
Because you have to go back
It
to
just
the
has
earlier
giant
editions.
spider.
Yeah, it's just giant spider. Then they have the dwarger spiders,
They might have.
the steeders.
They might have something in one of the other books.
Yeah, because
Or
I'll
the
run
other ones.
I found
later.
something from what is it, Unearthed Arcana, and then I mean there are phase spiders too, but I don't want you to have. I would like for you to have a
No.
phase spider, but
That'd be kind of neat.
yeah, I thought about that. I was
Not
like, nah,
really.
this
Giant
not.
spider's fine for now.
Yeah, okay. All right, so that was
Giant
Fingers'
spider's
turn. Do you want to move like a 5-foot space away from the giant?
Well, he's going to be there anyway. Well, yeah, that'd probably be a good idea in case he falls. I can have a little more room to jump away.
All right, so do you want to kind of
But
like,
since I attacked, I can't disengage.
do you want to flank him or?
Well, there's no flank. Nobody else is around him. Well, the steel defender is, but
Yeah.
he'll probably just turn around.
Okay.
Well, the defender would be behind him,
So,
but you're
okay.
in front of him, so.
You can't.
I will try and move around him.
But you
Okay.
can take a 5 step.
Yeah. All right, so you flank him and you want a 5-foot step away, so that the
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so you do that,
That's it.
and you guys hear the commotion between the fight and with the slime. Ms. Lindra, it's your turn.
Okay, how is the fight with the slime looking?
Looks like they're handling it. It's not wound it's wounded, it's coagulated, it's restrained,
Right.
and they're attacking it.
Okay. Can I move far? Like, how far away did the giant move from me? Can I get in front of it again?
It moved 30 feet. It did a full run away from you and towards Fingers.
Can't get in front of it without dashing. All right, that's fine. Then I'll just move up behind it, and I will.
Climb its back and have it give you a piggyback ride?
I could just climb its back and start beating it on its. No. I'm just going to.
That would be cool.
I'm just looking at my ability. I mean, if you'll let me, that's more than my movement, though.
30 feet and then you're on him? Is that what you're
Oh,
saying?
well, hold on a second. Well, he moved 30 feet, right? And I was right in front of him, so I would only have to move 25 feet to catch up to him, right?
We'll say 30 feet. You can still do the 30 feet, climb up on him, you know?
Yeah. Because that's what I was saying. Yeah, I got my spider climb up his back, And I'm just looking at my ability here real quick. Give me a second to make sure I'm understanding this real quick.
All right,
Been
so
working on this.
he feels you climbing on his back, and he's got this look of fear. And it's not just arachnophobia, but he's like, because he's got that fear on you, so now he really can't get away from you.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Divine Smite.
Okay.
No, that's not true. I'm going to use Divine Smite after I hit him.
Okay.
I have to actually hit him first.
And you get advantage on the hit.
Correct.
Yes.
How long does that fiery fire last?
I think all of 1 minute.
It's
Yay! Which would be 10 rounds.
6 rounds. One round is
6
six.
rounds?
1 round is 10 seconds. No. One
round
round
is
is
It'd be-
6 seconds.
Oh,
Okay, so
it'd be
10 rounds.
10.
10 rounds. Okay.
Does 21 hit?
Yes.
All right, then I'm going to Divine Smite him.
Okay, so
I
you
spend my Paladin spells to do extra damage to him.
you're a cleric paladin? Is that what you are?
Paladin.
Oh wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that. No.
Oh shit.
No, that's pretty cool. All right.
Okay, so 17 damage on the first hit. And then I'm going to use my War Priest ability to give myself a second action. And does 15, does 20 hit
Yes.
for an additional 7 and another 9 on top of that.
Okay. So let me calculate this real quick.
Basically to the back of his head, because that's where I climbed up to. Or the side of his head. With my silvered warhammer, which I don't think silver does anything to this guy, so.
All right. So just to visualize, all right. Here's the giant.
Yeah.
Ms. Lindra climbs the giant. And you
Cut his throat. Cut
beam
his
its
throat.
head
Strangle him.
twice, right? Well, say the abilities that you did again.
So they were just basic attacks, but one was a divine smite, and the other one was just their ability to get an extra attack.
Okay.
So a divine smite and just a normal attack.
So that's pretty cool. Check this out. That's pretty badass. That's how big you are for it. Wow.
Just-
Okay. All right. So now you're on top of the thing. You're on top of the giant. So we'll say the giant's got to be what, like 15 feet tall?
Yeah, something like that.
At least.
Okay. So Leonardo, it's your turn now. If you want, you can have your steel defender shoot the fire at his legs because Ms. Lindra is above, and fingers maneuver to the side.
Okay, so he's not in the cone of effect. Okay, I'll do that then.
All right. So it's a dexterity save.
Yeah.
A DC of 14.
You missed it by 1.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your, what is it, 48?
Yes. Oh, God. Speaking of 1, 12.
12 total?
Yes. I rolled 2 1s and 2 5s.
Okay, so this thing, it screams with the fire shooting at its legs, and Ms. Lindra, you see the fire go beneath you and hitting it, and just to be clear, the steel defender shot a 30-foot long straight blowtorch, and
Right.
it's only 5 feet wide. So 5 feet wide, 30 feet long, and just as the fire ends, the giant falls to his knees, and he like leans forward, bracing himself with one hand and his club, and then he reaches up to try to grab you, Ms. Lindra, to throw you away, and he gets disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So does a 24 hit you?
Well, roll again.
I
Hopefully
did.
you can roll lower.
I did.
That was both of them?
That was the lower one.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an attack, yeah, 24 hits me, but it's a grapple, isn't it?
Well, yeah, he's trying to grab you to throw you off of him.
So it's a grapple, so it's a roll. It's an opposed roll.
Okay, so go ahead, roll. You got to beat a 26.
Fuck you. No, you can't use his attack. His attack bonus. You have to use only his strength bonus.
Okay.
His strength save.
15 plus 6, 21.
Okay, that's a little bit more achievable for my character.
Okay.
A little bit.
Let's see. Nope, I only got a 16.
Okay. So he throws you off of him 5 feet away, and he's on the ground, and he's looking at you morbidly. He's terrified of you, but he's still on the ground, and he's very injured, breathing heavily. What does a rock giant bleed?
I'm pretty sure it's still blood.
Mud. He bleeds mud.
Blood.
Mud.
There you go. It's mud.
He
I
bleeds.
guess.
You.
He bleeds chocolate milk.
There you go.
All right.
Man, just to
All right.
tap
So
that.
now it's Fingers' turn. Basically, his head is level to yours. He's on the ground, bracing himself with his club. He just threw Ms. Lindra off of him, and Ms. Lindra, you look like a spider tumbling. Oh wait,
Okay.
roll your dexterity, Ms. Lindra, to see how you land.
Shows me the direction of the wall, and I land on the wall. How fucking awesome would that be?
Okay.
Dexterity 16.
Okay. So you want him to throw you at the wall, and then you land on the wall like psh, your legs are out, and so Fingers,
Like
your turn. Oh wait, that was one attack.
spider cat.
The thing gets 2
Spider
attacks.
cat. Spider cat.
So Fingers, he's going to try to hit you with this club.
It can use an action to
Okay.
try and make another save against my fear.
Well, you're out of its range
Well, yeah,
now.
he does get a.
Oh wait, to get out of it, to get out of the fear. All right.
Yeah, it can make a save every turn, but it has to use an action to do it.
What is the saving throw?
It's a wisdom save 15.
Okay, no, he failed.
Okay.
All right. So he threw Ms. Lindra. Ms. Lindra lands on the wall, Spider-Man style. And the second attack. So I already rolled a 10 plus.
That was its action.
It gets two actions.
Yeah, but the action, well, its action was
Let's
to
grab him
And
and then
the
try to
second
make a saving throw.
Oh, the saving throw is an action.
Yeah, it has to
Correct.
use an action to make the save.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't have. Well, that's fine. I mean,
Okay.
you didn't make it anyhow, so
All right.
you can either say he didn't do it, or say he did. I mean,
Well,
that's up to you. You're the DM. So.
I already did it. I was trying to make him attack Fingers and still be afraid
Yeah,
of you, but he doesn't do the
Okay.
second attack. He doesn't do the second
Okay.
attack. So Fingers, he's like looking at you. You see that his mouth is open, like, and his eyes are wide. And go ahead, it's your turn, Fingers.
Try and stick a. Well, since his head's down in my area, I'm going to try and he's looking at me. I'm going to try and stick my rapier in his eye.
Okay.
A 14 to hit.
You get
Roll your
advantage.
Attack at advantage. Roll again.
Oh, that's even better. That's a 20 total. Okay.
20.
Damage. I stick my rapier in his. I probably missed the eye, but because I only got 6 damage total.
No.
I better go back to my daggers. That's really better.
Okay. So you do hit the eye, and describe how you kill it.
Oh, it just pierces the eye, goes through the
Into the
through
brain.
there and right into the brain.
And then when you did that, he was already like he was already gawking with the fearful look in his eyes, but now his eye
Yeah.
is impaled. His jaw just slacks down,
Sorry.
and his other eye rolls up. And
hmm
you roll your dexterity real quick.
Let's see. A dex save is plus.
Well, not a save,
13.
just dexterity.
Okay. That's plus 3 then. That's 11.
11? Okay. You weren't able to pull the
Yeah.
sword out in time for him to fall. He falls, and your sword falls and implants
I let go.
in
before-
further into his
Yeah,
eye.
before it breaks my hand, I let go.
Yeah. So he falls, and then you hear kind of like a sputtering fart sound coming from the ooze as it bubbles
Ugh.
up and just
Pop.
yeah,
Ugh.
gases are coming out of it,
Mhm.
kind of like like air trapped inside of it coming out like fart sounds, or like a whoopee cushion, and it settles into a thin line of slime on the floor as it's killed.
Ugh. No. Okay.
And Ront, he kind of like leans down and to take a rest because he got hit from the giant, and so did Darindel. They both got hit. Other than that, it doesn't appear anyone suffered any injuries. But Ront and Darindel, they took 19 points of damage each.
You have any healing potions?
You guys have everything. They don't have anything.
Well, no, I'm just wondering, do we have any healing potions?
I'm sure
If
you
I
Yeah.
can apply, I was going to apply first aid first to stabilize. That'd be a.
I've got a spell
four-
healing.
Okay. So who's doing what?
What's his name?
Well, first I'll do healing,
cleric?
the first aid, and then we'll do all three.
All right. So roll for your. Wait, you said you're just doing first aid to stabilize them.
Well,
They're not dying.
So I understand that.
You
but
just
I'm
stopped
saying
the
in
blood.
Correct.
Well, they had crushing damage. That's what they had. They had like crushing damage.
Well, basically, well,
Our
let's
cleric
do
has a
something.
staff of healing, by the way.
Well,
Yes.
we could do all three.
What's
So
the idea that's happening then?
well, basically, I do the first aid, which basically they don't continue to take any damage,
Okay.
and then the soldier can use the staff on them.
All right. And then fingers, you're gonna try to retrieve your sword from the eye. Literally have to stick your hand inside the giant's eye, and
Ugh.
you pull it out. And so, are you gonna use Ms. Lindra? Are you
come
gonna
on.
use the staff of healing to heal Ront and Darindel?
Yeah.
So let me just show this to the party real quick. Ront is the orc, and Darindel is the quagga. So this is Ront. This is Darindel,
Yeah.
and then this is Ront. Does it focus? No.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty cool. I like this
Good enough
shot
for-
right here. That was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. One is healed for 10, and one is healed for 9. I really don't care which one gets what.
Okay, that's cool. So they're in better condition at least.
Yeah. Now they're only down a few hit points.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn to the charges.
Okay. So this is let me see. All right, as you guys start traveling more, Darindil and Ront, they're injured. They want to push on, but you can see that that they do need a rest. They've pushed on as far as they could. You guys are gonna have to make another resting session, and if you want, you can roll for your. Do you guys want to rest or keep pushing? Because you're still several days away, but it's a good opportunity to rest.
Are we
And
going short rest or a long rest?
Well,
Are you saying we need a short
if
rest?
they've got to rest, they've got to rest.
Yeah. Are you saying we need a long rest
good.
or need a short rest?
you guys can get a long rest. You think that you found a safe enough spot, like a little retreat cavern that the Steel Defender can stay in front of and watch you guys. And it'll also give him time to eat throughout the night.
Good. I'm also going to check where the hill giant that it might have had in it any pouches or bags or
No,
any type of thing that might be on him.
all you find on him is just a breechcloth. He when you found him, you didn't see him because he was literally looking just like he blended in with the rocks. So when you climbed over him, you thought he was just a rock. But you don't see like boots on him. You don't see clothes or armor. You might see like a dirty breechcloth, but it's so filthy that it
No, I
just
don't
looks
want
like
that.
yeah. But you
Yeah,
don't see
I
any
don't want that.
pouches. You don't see any rewards. But we'll say this:
No problem.
when you pulled your sword out, you found a gem worth 10 gold that popped out of his eye. All right, we'll do
Yeah,
that.
The lens of the
Yeah.
It was
that
not
movie.
for his eye.
Also, the one with Johnny Depp with the mouse running around with the eyeball in a bag.
But okay,
Well,
so
I was gonna say, is there any useful items that we can take from him?
that was
Like,
just it.
since they're making potions, or
I mean,
what about the club? Or
are you interested in getting brain matter?
well, I'm interested in getting potions, fixings, or anything like that.
You know,
Spell components,
maybe the blood or something. What would be good in a potion of giant strength?
probably the blood.
Maybe it's sperm.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel, it's all yours. Go ahead and go for it.
No, it's
Actually, I think it's probably the blood.
The blood. All right. All right. So you get let's say let me roll ounces. How many ounces are in uh pint of blood?
16.
Okay, let me
well,
roll.
pint has 16 ounces.
Let me roll. You get 7 ounces of giant blood. It was hard to get out of the giant because it's
Dead.
well, not just that it's dead, but it's a stone giant, so it bleeds chocolate milk. And for resting, your steel defender, it eats 3 throughout the night. But before you guys rest, you want it to chomp on some metal as it's walking so that it completes its 5 meals in one day.
You said it
If I can.
only have 3 meals a day.
Well,
Yes,
3
you
meals
said
in a
only
day.
3.
Yeah, it eats 2 meals in the day. And
Oh, I see.
in the night, during the rest, it chomps on its other 3.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so it's building up its metal works inside of its stomach,
And also, it's redoing its charge for the flame again.
yeah, and your spider gets his web back, or do you you also have to re-roll for your usages of your wand of firebolt, I believe, because you expended them.
Uh, that'd be D3.
Yeah, but technically do it twice because
That'd be 2.
and then this one right
and
now.
3.
Okay,
So
so
basically, it's all recharged.
yeah,
So I
and
got 3.
Ms. Lindra, do you want to roll for your staff?
Oh, right.
You
Well,
don't,
it's a D6. It's a D6 plus 4, and I only use 2 charges. So
but if you roll a 1, it gets destroyed, right?
no, that's only if it has 0 charges.
Oh, it has 0 charge. Okay, all right. Okay, so you guys are resting, and we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Good job on the giant. I thought that was pretty cool. I liked it. All right.
That was fun. No, let's make it a little bit longer. I'll try and get my wife hooked. See if she wants to get hooked up with her meds. Also.
Go for it. Go for it.
For taking a break, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Go.
Didn't give you gay, did he?
Okay. This might be backwards. Let me see. Oh, cool. This is day 5 of leaving Gracklstaugh. And we got a comment. Somebody named Alex, Triple X, says session 17 is so lit. Ah, cool, thanks.
Which one was 17? This one or the last one?
This one is 17.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were recording
Nah,
and then uploading later.
nah. I just do it live and then it records as it's live. It just stays recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just continue, even though Guy is gone. Okay, so day 6 passes by uneventful, and you're still making your way through. James, if you choose to, you can make your uh, Steel Defender exhaust his fire, just so you could get it feeding again.
Yeah, just to do it.
Okay.
So pretty much when you guys find another rest spot, you hear noises of some creatures, and your steel defender blows out fire, and anything in the area sees the fire, knows your guys' location, but anything that saw that fire, it dispersed. Like, I don't want none of that. So you give it
Just
another
want to fly for
give it another 3 feedings.
yeah.
All right. And so you guys are pressing on through.
Oh, now I lost both.
And we are on day 7 of leaving Gracklstaugh.
Your camera is mirrored.
Huh?
Your camera is mirrored. When you hold that up, it's backwards.
You know what? On mine, it shows it to me normal.
Yeah, it's mirrored.
Oh, okay. It shows it on mine normal, so you read it normal when I write it normal. Because I wasn't sure how it works. Let me see.
It's usually mirrored. I think even even if I was to turn my camera back on, like even I'm mirrored on the other end.
So is
Yeah,
that
there you go.
that's normal?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I didn't know that. To me, it's to me it's backwards. Got it. So we're on day 7. We gotta wait for James to come back.
Unfortunately, I'm on, but I dropped my phone, and
Go ahead and
I don't
close.
believe this.
Go ahead and
Mhm.
close it and then put it back on.
Okay.
Maybe there's a camera button that you can activate.
Yeah, there's a I'm not sure where it is on the phone. I know on the computer that I'm on, I got a button in my Discord that just says like, click on the video and it'll open up my video.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, unfortunately, it's gone.
Can you minimize your screen and then?
You're coming back. There you
There
are.
you are. Yeah, there you are. Oh my gosh, what
Unfortunately,
happened?
Everybody else is gone.
We
As long
see
as you
you.
can hear us.
We see you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the.
but that's it though. I can't see anybody else. So
Open your eyes. Get some clear eyes. Visine.
that's not the problem. The problem is
Put
my,
some
my phone went on the floor.
put some tapatio on your eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
you know what's worked really well? Some mace.
Well, tapatio in your eyes. It's a tactic that works in the military. If you have to stand post and you get tired, you just put hot sauce in your eyes.
Well, that's not the problem. The problem is the camera, not James.
Putting hot sauce in your eyes keeps your eyes open.
How
The
does
only
it do
problem
that?
is your
It
eyes
keeps
would
you
tear
awake.
up, too.
It keeps you awake. The pain keeps you awake.
Yes, pain keeps you awake. That is a good point.
Okay. All right.
That's why it's so hard to sleep with a headache.
Well,
Well, as I recall, part of the rations was tapatio. Tim already give you a mini bottle.
Okay,
I
folks.
should not have Tabasco sauce.
all right, guy is back.
Hold on,
So,
my
Unfortunately, nobody.
about an hour. So I did prep. I just was doing some of the prep work.
Okay.
So
oh, wrong book. I hate when I grab the wrong book.
looks like Fred's out now.
That's interesting. I can only see myself.
Tap the image again.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
There you go.
All right,
I
so
hate when that happens.
we are on day 7 of leaving Gracklstaugh. We skipped to a day, and we had you guys camp another day, and the steel defender exhausted his fire breath so he could eat again. So let me just.
Well, if we have time, what type of armor did the orc want?
He wants fancy armor, like what the dwarves got. They got a splint armor, I believe.
Well, I've got the metal.
Day 7 of leaving Gracklstaugh, headed towards Neverlight Grove. Okay, so you can make armor in 1 day. That's pretty crazy.
I remember my special ability.
Yeah.
I just lay the metal out, spend the time, and then there it is. It's magic,
Okay.
literally.
And your wands are recharged. The staff is recharged. The spider
It's not
has his
magic,
web
though.
back. What's not magic? The armor?
Oh, the armor. I can make him some armor, but it'll be straight regular armor.
Okay.
It won't be magical armor.
Yeah.
All right. So continuing through, you're going towards the northwest, more north direction, and this cavern, it's pretty wide, roughly 60 feet wide, and you could see that there are shelvings up there, but there's like a kind of almost like a cliff-like platform, elevated around 30 feet high, on different sections of this cavern, and inside of it you see kind of like an orangish, reddish luminescence coming from the walls. And this isn't normal. It's not like the phase res rocks, but these patches roughly range from like 5 feet, large areas glowing. Some are 10 feet, large areas glowing. Some are like 3 feet, and so it gives a faint red glow to this area. And as you guys are going through, you guys are going through this cavern, correct?
Yeah.
If it's the way to go forward, then yes.
Okay. So, roll your perceptions.
Well, 22 for the steel defender.
Well,
Okay.
it's not going to apply to the steel defender.
If it's for me, it's 19.
Okay. So, you starting
11.
as you're going close, traveling through this cavern with the orange glowing rocks on the sides. You can feel that the temperature is getting warmer, and I had you roll perception for the smell. It kind of starts smelling sulfuric almost, and you do see steam venting from the locations where these red glows are happening. So as you're traveling through, you guys are walking along the center pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And there are those platforms, those cliff-like platforms that I said were like spaced out from the tops, and you also have uneven ground where you're at. Some are have like little cracks that are what's called dented into the ground. It's just uneven. It's not difficult terrain at all. But as you're going through the cavern, you've probably gone around 100 meters, and as these these steam vents start coming out, one of them comes out very violently, like a whole spray of steam shoots out roughly like 15 feet, and the rocks where the red glow was, it shoots out as well, almost like a burst, like small explosion.
Oh,
and
crud.
and this is you know what? I was mistaken because I was saying this on both sides, right? This is only on the left side. All these
Okay.
all these red glows are only on the left side. And when the rocks shoot out from the steam vents, lava shoots out with it also. And as lava is shooting out from all these different steam vents, whatever pressure was built up inside this wall, it caused almost simultaneously all those red spots start erupting as magma starts flowing all over the place, and is traveling pretty quickly. And lava starts pouring down these walls, and it starts filling in the uneven parts of the ground. And you guys are pretty much getting surrounded by this magma. And the parts where you're at, you're standing on
Adjustment.
parts of the ground that are actually higher, so that the lava is flowing, but it's going around you guys, and then it starts pulling towards the right side of the wall. Um, now
Crud.
now that you guys are in an area where there are platforms that you can walk across. Some of them you might have to hop across, but these platforms that you can walk through or walk along, some of them are as narrow as like 5-foot circle mounds. Some of them further down ahead, you see a white space that could be like a 30-foot platform or 30-foot surface that you guys can stand on. But uh, with your guys' perception also, you could see that this heat is having an effect on Stool and Rumpadump. Um, they're,
Yeah,
they're
gonna have some.
instead of sweating, they're kind of like shrinking. Not shrinking fast, but you see that their skin, their mushroom bodies is kind of like shriveling up, almost like a prune. But not. Go ahead.
Well, they're drying out.
And so from these lavas, you also notice there's a bunch of little creatures coming out of the lava. They look like they have carapace shells on them. And what page is it on? So these look kind of like spiders with serpentine heads. But these are like baby ones. They're some of them are roughly like 1 foot in diameter, and their
Crud.
legs are pointy and they have like spikes on them, but they're flowing out of the magma coming out from all these different vents. And if there was a count, there's too many to count, but they're small. They're like maybe like this big. So give a clear picture. Right there.
Keep on going.
More monstrosities.
So they're flowing in with the lava, and some of them are grabbing onto like those surfaces that you could walk on, but they're not on you exactly, but they are spreading out all over the place by at least by the hundreds. These small ones, and then out of the big one, the big opening where it was like a 10-foot glow. That rock exploded on top of one of the platforms, and you see like an adult version of this thing jump from the lava flow onto a platform, and it gives a shrieking sound as it roars. And these things, you're guessing that they are heat resistant because it came out of the lava itself. And
Yeah.
and do you guys want to push on through before the lava starts overflowing these platforms that you're on, or these little surfaces?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Definitely.
All right. So, these surfaces that are around you guys that you guys are hopping on, slowly they're getting enveloped. But you can find platforms that are about 5 feet wide that you guys can jump across. And as you guys are jumping, some of them are close enough where you could just do a quick hop and go traveling along. And from areas that you guys are passing up, some of these little baby things, they're crawling around the edges, and it looks like they're trying to come at you guys. But the speed of your guys' movement is a little too fast from between them getting caught up in the lava flow of them falling out because they're so small to climbing up on the surfaces. Then you get to a part where just ahead of you is that large surface that's like 30 feet wide that I was telling you about. It's a 30 feet radius. And to jump there, these surface spots that you can hop onto, they start getting smaller and smaller where one person has to jump at a time. And to cross this part, you guys are going to need to roll dexterity.
I just use my them and walk across the wall and then drop them.
You
I wanted to.
so be.
I meant to discuss also your drider. I was thinking about it. To me, it doesn't make sense that a spider would not be able to use a web, like a spider making a web to like hang stuff like that. So
Okay.
I want you to be able to do like a 30-foot strand every 5 rounds. How's that?
Okay. Well, it could just be on a recharge like other things have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because to me it makes sense that a drider would have webbing of some sort other than the spell ability. So
Right.
I do want you to be able to have that ability where you can
So I'll have an innate ability to create web, but not as the spell, right? As more like
a single strand.
like a strand or a string or something,
Correct.
like rope.
And
And then what?
it'll be strong too. So like like a Black Widow's web is stronger than most spiders' web.
Right.
So it'll be strong enough to support somebody to hang from it and so forth.
Okay. So you want to say it recharges on a 5.6 or 4.56?
4, 5, 6 sounds good.
Okay.
Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right. And I was thinking about it like I don't want it to be where it's going to be something that makes the character overpowering, but logically, I feel like a drider should be able to spin a web like that. Okay.
Well, you are spiders.
So then I get to the 30-foot platform and I shoot the web across to the wall behind the guys, and they use the web as a sort of handbar to help them climb across to me.
Okay. And so you guys roll with advantage to crossing on these you got to like hop across quickly because these are shrinking. These little steps are shrinking. So
17.
okay, you make it across. Your spider makes it across on the ropes. Your steel defender runs
11,
across.
And
The
5,
spider just walked
16
on
for
the
me.
web.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Okay. So you guys make it onto that larger platform, but as you're going on that larger platform, uh, uh, these they're called Kruthiks. The baby ones surround the far side because there's like a huge overflow of these baby ones coming out. So there's probably around 20 of them at the other end of the edge of this large platform you guys are at, and this large adult one, adult version, it jumps out in front of those babies from that overhanging platform. It jumps
Yeah.
off of that and lands in front of you guys. So as it lands there, does it speak? You hear it speaking, but it doesn't speak your guys' language. You guys don't understand what it's saying, and these small ones kind of like turn into two small groups on its left side and its right side. So a group of 10, and then this big one right here. From the other holes where these lava is pouring out, there are other adult Kuthrix coming out, but they're not as big as this one that jumped in front of you.
Okay.
So let me roll Constitution real quick for Rumpadump and Stool. Okay. So I had them roll a Constitution check just to see if they were stressed, and they seem to be holding up okay for now. But I'm gonna have them roll every round until you guys can leave this area. So initiatives.
Oh. 16.
13.
20 here.
Oh wow. Okay. So
Probably the only good roll I'll get.
guy gets a 20. James, what did you say? Oh, James stepped away. What did James say? Did anybody catch it?
No,
All right.
I did, but I totally forgot it.
Chris, what did you say?
I got a 13.
All right. So this is how we're gonna have the battle go out. The NPCs are spreading out evenly to get the small ones, and then you guys can focus on the big one. And you also have Eldith helping you out with the big one. So Ront is on one group, and Darendale's on the other group, and then so forth. The fingers. Do you? Well, you're going to be first, James. I think he said 17 or something up there.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Okay.
Right.
So we'll have him go second. If he's not back in time, then we'll go to Ms. Lindra.
Oop, here he comes. I see a shadow.
Okay. Leonardo, what did you say you rolled for initiative?
Oh, 16.
Okay, then that's good. And okay, so what we're having happen is half of the NPCs are going to one side to attack the group of 10 baby Kruthiks, and the other half of the NPCs are going to go to the other side to attack the other 10 baby Kruthiks. Fingers. Wait. Where do you want your spider at? Do you want your spider to help you with this big one, or to help with the baby ones?
Well, probably the baby ones.
Okay.
That'd be best.
All right.
Because we both keep forgetting about it.
Okay. So fingers, you're first. This big
Okay.
Kruthik, it's a large monster, and it's pretty much a little bit bigger than Ms. Lindra is, and it looks more menacing. Like, let me show you this quick drawing. I don't know if you can see it in detail, but it's got all these spikiness all around it.
Like I said, if you go to your right,
Okay. So here's the baby ones.
if we go a little more.
Okay.
Those are the baby
Okay.
ones.
You
But
back up a
then
little.
the detail of the adult one, this big one, the Overlord, it's got more cracks, more shell pieces, more points on it, so it looks more wicked.
Yeah.
Okay. So fingers, you're first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna, as bonus action, activate the daggers, and I'm gonna advance toward with these two glowing daggers out in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and intimidate it.
Okay, let's
This
roll.
seems to be somewhat intelligent.
Roll your intimidation.
By talking, which I don't have anything in. Total of 10.
Oh wow, it beat you. It rolled a 10 also.
Ah.
Okay, so with you moving your knives and kind of like a display.
I'm gonna hold off on attack unless it does.
Okay, it's
If it springs at me, I'm gonna attack.
all right. It's communicating to its babies. Well, it's not its turn yet. Leonardo, it's your turn.
If I had a rest yet, we've rested. I'll get fairy fire ready.
Okay, so you're just getting it ready.
Correct.
Okay, and so let me see. Ms. Lindra, it's your turn. This keep in mind this whole platform is just like 30 feet wide diameter or radius, so it's probably around 10 feet in front of you guys. You guys are pretty much. How high is the ceiling? It's roughly 60 to 70 feet at certain areas.
So no battling from the ceiling then for me.
Well, I said you could do a 30-foot string, right? Let's make it. Yeah, we'll do like a dash movement for it, so 60 feet, right?
What the web?
Yeah, we'll say you can shoot a web the distance of a dash.
Okay, so I shoot the web 60 feet into. Is this an action, a bonus action?
It's a movement action.
Action?
Oh, it'll be an action. It'll be an action.
Okay. So I use it as an action. So this is just saying. I use it as an action to shoot the ceiling, and then I can fight off the ground.
Next round.
Right. Okay.
Alright.
Am I going to be in the way if I don't do that?
No. What's it
So I'm
called?
just going to go with my original plan for now. I'm going to move in, and I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, fingers you put on your display with your knife, and Leonardo, you got your fiery fire ready, but you didn't cast it.
Well, no, very far. Well, the problem is people are in the area of effect. Like, yeah, I was going to. Oh, boy.
Well, you didn't say you cast it. You said you held it.
No, yeah, what I'm saying is that I was going to, but unfortunately, somebody moved into the area of effect. Okay, you want to back up so you're not in the area of effect when they do cast it, Miss Lindra?
So
Well-
you can cast it a little bit further back.
Well, Ms. Lindra is
Yeah.
about to go. I was under the impression that you were holding your action.
I am, but unfortunately, it's like I'm going
Okay.
to.
So Ms.
And-
Lindra moves forward to go in for the attack,
Mm-hmm.
and go ahead and roll.
Did 11 hit?
No.
Of course it didn't.
All
As a
right.
bonus action, I am going to cast my spiritual weapon
Okay.
and then have it go ahead and make its attack.
Okay.
Uh, 22.
Wow, that hits.
Six points of damage.
Okay. It seems like your spiritual weapon hit it, and the thing like shifts its body from the hit, but it doesn't really have that much of an impact that you see it happening on it. Okay, so Fingers and Ms. Lindra, Fingers Leonardo, you seen that Ms. Lindra just made her, she just moved up and made an attack. Since you guys were on hold, do you want to do something?
Well, unfortunately, I know what I wanted to do, but unfortunately, Miss Lindra's in the area of effect, so I have to go with the crossbow instead.
Okay. And Fingers, what did you want to do? Seeing that Ms. Lindra
I'm still
already
holding.
engaged. Okay, so
Unless she attacks me, it attacks me.
okay.
I'm going to still hold my action.
All right. So
I'm
Leonardo,
generally good.
go ahead, roll with your crossbow.
26.
That hits.
11.
Okay. And do you have a second attack?
Yes.
All right. What are you doing?
17.
That does not hit.
Okay. Well, I've been only missing.
No.
Okay. So this Kuthrik Overlord, the Hive Lord, he communicates to his left and to his right. So two baby ones, one from each side, go to its flank, and it's attacking Ms. Lindra.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit you, Ms. Lindra?
No, it does not.
And its second attack is wait, I'm wrong. Not a 17. It's a 17 plus 7. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Be 24.
23. 24. 24 hits. So
7.
it's got like a spiky leg, and it stabs at you with it, and he does 14 points of damage. Piercing damage. And then for its second attack, same thing. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay. This one does 6 points of damage. And
This one did how much? 14?
14.
And this one did 6.
Yes.
Okay.
And Fingers, the thing moved up. Well, Ms. Lindra moved up to attack it, so they were in close range. And there's a sword that you see just materialize, a spectral sword, and it attacked the thing. You want to go before the round is over?
Yeah, since, well, it really hasn't attacked, but
It did attack.
yeah, it did attack. So okay, I'll toss a dagger at the one, at the big one.
Okay.
Since that was the one that attacked. I'll hold off on the second dagger, or see if one of the little ones attack. So that is a 24 to hit.
That hits. Nice.
And would that include the sneak attack damage or not?
Yes, because it's focused on Ms. Lindra.
Otherwise, it's going to, okay.
Well, I mean, you already grabbed its
attacking the other one.
you grabbed its attention by trying to intimidate it, so he knows you're there. Does that matter?
Well, it diverted that attack.
Well, so I just want to understand this right. If a creature is in combat with another creature, even if it's facing in your direction, you can still get a sneak attack?
No, because it's watching me. Well, no, if it's engaged with another attacker, I can get the sneak attack.
Okay, all right. So that hit,
Is-
the 24 hit.
Okay, so that's 15. So that'd be at 15 points total in damage.
Holy shit.
I rolled good on that one.
Nice.
Except one and a 6 and a 3, so that's average.
Okay.
I've got a +5.
So you throw your psychic daggers at it, and you see it flying into.
Yes.
Oh, you threw one.
I just throw one.
Okay. Yeah, it hits
I'm
it.
going to hold the other one just in case the little ones attack.
Okay. The little ones, they. Yeah, they do press forward to move towards Ms. Lindra's flanks, but they stay next to the big one, and they're attacking
Okay.
Ms. Lindra as well, the baby ones. So does a 15 hit Ms. Lindra?
No.
Okay, and the other baby one? Oh, wait. It says, hold on, I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, it missed. And then the other baby one? Does a 20 hit you? No,
Yes.
19, sorry, 19. Does a 19 hit you?
19 does not hit me.
Okay. And same thing, 19. Okay. So those baby ones try to attack you, and you saw fingers that the little baby ones did move in to attack. So
Okay.
do you want to use your second action?
Yeah, I'll throw one of the little one too.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
It's 12 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Okay, so from the sides, the little baby ones, they're kind of like almost 2-to-1 to the NPCs, and you hear the NPCs, they are getting engaged in the combat, and some of them are getting injured, and they are also killing off some of these baby ones. So now it's a new round. Fingers, it's your turn. Oh, what's that music?
Oh, it's
Let's see.
my
On the big
roommate.
one.
Can you ask them to turn it down?
Hold on.
Bonus action. Up, and throw both of them at the big one.
Okay.
9 and 7. That is a 16 to hit on the first one.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, that's a roommate for you. Yeah. You tell them to turn it down, they turn it up.
No, I think it just.
And okay, the first one, what was the 17 I said?
I don't
And
remember.
this one is the 15.
Okay, so they both miss.
Well, they both miss?
Yeah.
Okay,
That was on the big one, right?
no problem. So that was
Okay.
too bad. I rolled pretty good with the on damage.
Yeah. All right.
Shucks.
Just waiting for Leonardo.
Real good on the roll.
All right. Thank you,
Bad on
James.
damage.
They're
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
they didn't get mad, did they?
Oh, she's special.
Okay. All right. So fingers try to attack the big one but missed. Leonardo, it's your turn.
Okay. Should I go for the small ones?
Are you asking me or
Oh.
the party?
The party.
Oh, probably have to take them out too.
I guess I'll shoot one at one at each of the small
well,
ones.
take the big one out, the little one's fine.
Okay. So you're gonna shoot one of the
Well-
small ones.
Correct.
Go ahead. What are you shooting him with?
The magic crossbow.
Okay.
13.
13 hit. Misses. Sorry. 13 misses.
9.
9 misses also. Do you want your steel defender to do anything?
Well, question. I don't know. Should I have him move up into range or what?
Are you asking me or the party?
The party.
I don't know.
I basically have one attack one of the small ones then.
Okay. So it's gonna move to like the right side or the left side of the big one.
Left.
Okay, so it's going to be on the left side of the big one. And go ahead and roll.
Whatever you like.
Well, actually, I thought you rolled for the steel defender to attack.
It's your steel defender, not mine.
Okay, it was +4, so 16.
16 hits a baby one.
Okay, and that's D8 +2. 7 points of damage.
Okay. So that's a bite,
I'm not mad,
right?
but listen, you got everything going with your computers and stuff.
Computer's
but
off.
All my shit, I don't get nothing here. My daughter don't get nothing because you utilize everything.
The
So,
TV's off.
I'm not mad, but I'm just telling you, you got to be fair about some of this shit sometimes.
Only the TV's.
Just be fair.
It's just
Okay.
that was interesting. My TV's off. My computer's off. The only thing is my phone.
We're on live Twitch, so I'm not going to say anything.
Do they know that we're on live?
Oh well, that's on her, man. She just made herself look like an idiot.
No, I mean, James, did you let them know that we are live on?
No, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to say really anything.
Did you tell her to turn it off, or did you tell her to turn
No,
it down?
I turned it down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
And
it's not like,
unfortunately, we talked about getting headsets, and nothing happened.
No, yeah, just let them be aware that when you do play the game, it is live on the internet. Just that's why you asked for the music to be turned down. That's all.
Well, it's
It's
safer not to.
no, it's just to let them be aware that it is being recorded live.
Probably not.
All right. So, what you hit it and you did 6 points of damage. What did you say?
No, 7.
Okay, 7 points of damage on the baby one on the left. All right.
Okay.
What's next?
Somebody
Ms.
else.
Lindra. Ms. Lindra, your turn.
my turn. Okay. Okay. When you said that I saw my spiritual weapon hit, and you said it didn't do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, it looked like it looked like it barely affected it.
The spiritual weapon does force damage.
Mhm.
So if it's a magical resistance, it wouldn't apply to the spiritual weapon. But if it's a physical resistance, like slashing or piercing, it also wouldn't apply because it's force.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, because my next spell depends on whether or not it's magic resistant or like slashing resistant. Like,
It didn't take half damage if that's what you're asking.
yeah, okay. So it just didn't seem like it did anything. So,
Correct.
huh? Okay, okay. Okay, then I'm just gonna. I have no idea. I'm gonna keep beating on it. I am going to cast Divine Favor upon myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing. Ah, fudge.
What does Divine Favor do?
It gives me an extra D4 damage
Okay.
whenever I hit.
All right.
11 doesn't hit though, does it?
No.
Okay.
And
spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon. Yes.
I think it's an attack too. Spiritual weapon keeps hitting though.
Yeah.
24 hit.
24 hits.
7.
Oh, nice. Okay, so now this thing is taking a beating. Does it get a second attack?
The spiritual weapon? No.
Okay, alright, I thought it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so the let's see. Okay, so the thing, it shoots out an acid spray from its mouth, and and everybody roll a dexterity saving throw. It shoots a cone of acid, like whoosh, it's squirting it out of its mouth. You see like a little tube in its mouth that just.
19.
Okay.
Uh, $14.
Okay, what did Chris get?
Yeah, I got an 18.
All right. So 16 points of damage. Everybody got hit by the spray, the acid spray. It's a 15-foot cone.
How many points? Is that 16 with saving throw?
Yeah, that's with the saving throw.
Yeah.
And then the little one that Leonardo hit with the steel defender, it's attacking the steel defender, and does a 23 hit the steel defender?
Unfortunately, yes, it does.
Okay. The steel defender takes 6 points of damage. And then the other little baby one attacks Ms. Lindra, and he rolled an 11. Okay.
No, 11
All right. So new round. Some of the things are being killed from the party, but the party is being injured as well. These things seem to be like very accurate on their attacks against the party. Okay. Fingers, it's your turn.
I'm going to go after the big one again.
Okay.
Bonus attack for or bonus action for the daggers. First one is a fumble, and the second one would be 24.
Okay. The fumble, that one we'll say just flies off wildly. The 24 does hit.
Okay. If I so with sneak attack damage, that is 17 points of damage.
Wow. That's good. Okay. Okay. So this thing is you see that what's it called? From its head, between its carapace slots, you see like a reddish orangish blood start leaking out of its head, like in its neck area, and a little bit from its jaw as well. All right, so do you want your spider to do anything? It's attacking the smaller little groups. I think you had to do that, but you could make it.
Help.
You can make the web.
Help the little ones. Help the other ones out and back of us.
Okay. All right. So now.
One's possible, probably.
Okay, so it's you wanted to web.
9 to hit plus whatever that's
Ooh, it just went bad all of a sudden.
web one of the small ones that's helping the other NPCs.
Okay. All right. So that's happening with that. Leonardo, it's your turn.
Gracklstaugh.
Or wait a minute. Let me see. Guy, do you want to maneuver your character
Here.
closer? I think Ms. Lindra is hurt pretty good.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'll move up and try to cast a heal spell on her.
Okay. So you're gonna
Okay,
try.
they're webbing.
Healing.
Hold on,
Right.
Guy's still talking. He's coming in broken though. What are you saying, Guy?
Yeah, I'll try and get a little close. Make the toss a little easier.
I was gonna say he should cancel out and then come back in. Hopefully it's good.
Okay.
Okay, my wife's calling at me. She wants me to connect her. I'm doing the same thing
Okay.
as I have been doing it. So
Okay.
I'm just moving closer so the tosses aren't so long range.
All right.
So
That was wonderful.
okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'll be
So
right back.
Leonardo, you get 2 actions, right?
Yes.
So one could be healing Ms. Lindra and one can be an attack, or you could do 2
Yes.
heals on Ms. Lindra.
If I can do 2, well, the problem is that would be all of my. What the heck? I'll do the 2 heals.
Okay. So Ms. Go ahead and roll for Ms.
That'd be
Lindra.
12 for the first one and 6 for the second one.
All right.
18.
And your still defender. What do you want your still defender to do? Keep attacking the
It'll
baby
take-
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
8.
That was an 8 to hit.
Yes.
That's a miss.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Lindra, it's your turn.
Okay, making attacks. Ooh, static. My attack. Fucking hell, I need to hit this damn thing. Does 21 hit?
Yes, 21 hits.
Alright, I'm going to Divine Smite it as well. So that's 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 points of damage.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try and hit it a second time. Go ahead and roll.
Does 16 hit?
Yes. No. Sorry, 16 does not hit. This is with
Okay.
the you or the sword. That's you, right? Okay.
That's me. Yeah. Now the spiritual weapon's me.
Alright.
Roll, I guess I should say. I don't know why I did. That's like a 12.
That does not hit.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. I did hit, so I do an extra d4 radiant damage.
All right. So what does that do?
Just
Just
one.
4?
It's just an 1 damage,
Oh, okay.
but it's radiant, so
It's like
if it's undead,
if
it's
it's
like
undead.
holy.
If it's undead. Okay. All right. So now
Or a demon or something.
it's its turn again, and what it's doing is even though you're right there in front of it, it's using its spikes to shoot out at a ranged attack towards Leonardo.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit Leonardo? Is he there?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I see both of them, but I don't hear anything from.
Leonardo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, does a 16 hit you?
No.
All right, so the thing is shooting another spike at you, so that's 14. That does not hit either. So what it did was
No.
it kind of like lowered down its front in front of Ms. Lindra, and the spikes shot out from its plates on the back of its shoulders.
So what actually happens, even though you missed, the spikes never made it past me. It shot in the direction of him. The spikes flew past me and were attracted to my armor.
Oh, that's right.
No, because
It's,
yours is arrows and bolts.
It only
Well,
affects arrows and bolts.
it doesn't affect missile weapons.
That's fine. It missed either way.
Yeah, it missed either way. But yeah, let me see. That is a good call. I think it says specifically arrows and bolts. I don't know about pebbles like slings, rocks. Let me look.
Well, again, I'm not sure if arrows and bolts isn't just an example. What was the ability called again?
It was shield of missile. No, shield of missile attraction. Is it?
Arrow. Spike spelled right.
Shield of missile attraction.
Attraction.
Oh, it is from ranged weapon attacks. Oh, okay. So then it's not just arrows. Got it. All right. So then, yeah, he sees that. So.
Okay, so I still need to know the damage dealt because they do damage, right?
Yes.
They absorb the
We
damage.
have to mend it later.
Which is kind of lame considering they missed it.
Yeah. No, that's cool though.
Yeah, it is.
So the first batch of arrows, like he's shooting it over to Leonardo, but they attract to your bracelets like, and the first set does 7 points of damage to your armor, and the second set does 7 points of damage as well. So he's looking at it like he's confused. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, because now I got spikes too, motherfucker.
Yeah, just so the people are aware that he's got an armor of missile attraction, like bracelets around his body, to emulate the way his character is painted. He's got gold bracelets on his legs, and so the projectile weapons from the Kuthrik landed on those bracelets. And Ms. Lindra does not take damage, but the armor does take damage.
The armor's got 100 hit points.
Yep.
And it can be
repaired.
repaired with.
All right. So that was that. Now the baby, 2 babies on the Steel Defender. Does a 24 hit your Steel Defender?
Oh, yes.
Okay. That one does a 24. Your Steel Defender takes 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the other baby, Kuthrik. Does a 21 hit you, Ms. Lindra?
Yes.
You take 7 points of damage from the baby Kuthrik.
Okay.
Kuthrik. Alright. Now it's his fingers back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what happened while you were gone? The thing, it kind of lowered the Hive Lord. It lowered its front of its body as these plates sprouted up from its back, and it shot projectiles at Leonardo, and it did it twice. So a group of projectiles went to Leonardo, but instead of hitting Leonardo, it attracted to Ms. Lindra's bracelet armor that's all around her body. So both sets of spikes came out and did that. So the thing saw that its projectiles were attracted to Ms. Lindra, but did no damage to Ms. Lindra, and so it was confused by what was happening.
Yeah, I basically have Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and we just determined too that I thought it was arrows and bolts. Turns out it's range weapon attacks. So that's pretty cool.
I feel like it would still fall short, like if a ballista was being shot. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work on that.
Oh, ballista would work on you.
Yeah, or if a catapult was shot, if you distract giant boulders.
That's a ranged weapon.
Well,
I mean,
the armor is cursed. That's the curse of it. It's a.
I guess.
Okay, so now it's Finger's turn.
Okay. A couple of.
Oh wait. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
The NPCs.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so Ront and Darendil, they're both on different sections. They're taking the brunt of the damage from these things, and they're actually on the ground. They're hurt pretty bad, but they're still in the fight, and they're taking out some of these baby Krithix as well from their group. But you see that they are struggling because these things have incredible accuracy on hitting. Okay, now Fingers. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Good grief. Decisions. Okay, I'm going to toss 2 daggers. The big one.
Okay.
For the Overlord. And then I'm going to move back the run this. Okay. The first dagger misses. It did last time. Actually, it's, so that's 14.
Okay, yeah, that missed.
And the other one's a 15.
That one missed too.
So I'm going to go back now to the rest of the party and try and help them out.
Do you want to go to the side with Ront or the side with Darendil?
Which one looks worse?
Well,
either side.
Yeah.
They both look bad.
They both look bad. Yeah.
So okay. The one with Runt, I guess.
Okay. All right. So you move over there, and you're by his side, and he's on the ground, and you see that he's pretty bloodied. He's got like puncture wounds all around him.
Okay.
Leonardo.
Yeah.
Wait. Your spider. You want your spider to continue attacking?
Yeah. Well, attack where it can, and
if you want, you could probably use the web on the spider. You can use the web on the Overlord.
On the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be an idea. Yeah, try the big one. Try it on the big one.
So you make majority of the web go behind the Overlord.
Right.
The Hive Lord. And so he's rolling his dexterity.
Hit.
18.
Plus the +2 is 20 to hit.
Okay. Oh.
One of the abilities I have as a Drider is I'm immune to the webbing effect of webs.
Oh, so
you can hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I just climb on top of it and use my spider to climb on.
Okay. So the small Kuthrix are affected by the web, and so you don't mind your character being covered with webs?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So you splatter it all over that area, and it gets Ms. Lindra also, but Ms. Lindra is unaffected. She's like using her arms and like manipulating it as it's flying around her. And so the big one, it's not affected by your web, but the other ones are. The 2 baby ones that are right there. And so the little baby ones, they're trying to like manipulate and stuff, but it's not working. Leonardo, it's your turn.
Okay, crossbow.
Okay.
Did we drop the little ones?
What did you say?
The little small spider's dead.
No.
Okay, small spider. 8 and 14.
They miss. That's with your crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay, no, they miss. What about your steel defender? Is it going to keep attacking the one that you injured?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, 22.
That hits.
8 points of damage.
All right. So what happens is that little baby Kruthik, it was in the web trying to struggle to get out, and your steel defender just bites its body in half and kills it.
Okay.
So that's one dead, and then there's still the other one on the right side. And now it's the Overlord's turn. No, it's Ms. Lindra's turn. Sorry, Ms. Lindra.
Okay, I am going to change up tactics because I'm not hitting for shit. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to pull out the Staff of Healing. Who else is hurt besides the two NPCs?
Well, I've taken 16.
Okay.
Yeah, we all have.
Darendil is pretty bad,
Okay,
and Bront are the worst.
I can affect up to 6 targets.
Okay.
So me, Ront, or whatever his name is.
The orc? Yeah.
Yeah, me, Guy, James, and our NPCs up to 6. So 3, 4, 5, and then one more if they're hurt.
Okay. Darendil.
I'm going to use Mass Cure Wounds to do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of healing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm back up to full.
Good. And then I am going to cast Shield of Faith upon myself.
Okay. All right. So, what does Shield of Faith do? That makes it so he has to roll advantage. He has to roll disadvantage.
He has to roll a saving throw.
No,
And if he does,
no, Shield of Faith just gives me a +2 to my AC. That's all it does.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, something else I was thinking of.
Okay, so
does 24 hit?
24 hits.
Spiritual weapon does max damage.
Oh shit.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points.
Okay. And that's the first.
That is my turn.
Okay. All right. So you guys, you see that it's your spiritual weapon is it's gone through its plating, and you see more of its orangish reddish blood coming out, and it's hurt pretty bad. And on its turn, what it does is it says something to both sides of it, communicating to its little babies, and it's going to burrow into the ground, which gives you an attack of opportunity for you and the sword.
Cool. I am just rolling like garbage. Nope. Wow, I rolled really bad for both those. I rolled 3s.
Okay, the thing burrowed into the ground, and the little babies, they're retreating, and you can hear the swooshing sounds of the magma coming in, and you notice that the platforms, they're still getting overwhelmed by the magma. So the party is going to have to move pretty quickly to come across there, in order to not be trapped by the lava. And and this thing, you figure that it egressed because it was hurt pretty damn bad. It had you guys gave it 70 hit points of damage. 70 points of damage.
Wow.
Okay, so you guys are running through, hop, skips, and jumps. As these little stepping stones, Ms. Lindra, you're like in the lead, and or you could even go from the top and swing around and provide other means of helping for these guys.
Right.
So and it gets to the point where what's it called? Oh, wait a minute, I forgot about. Okay, Rumpidump and Stool, they're shriveled up extremely bad, and it gets to the point where they're going to need help to get across. They're moving so sluggishly that you could tell they're not going to make it across safely. So Fingers and Leonardo, do you want to have Stool and Rumpadump right on your mounts to get across?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so
That'd probably be best.
you guys have to help them climb up on your mounts, and they're holding on as best as they could. And you can see that they're very shriveled, like they're getting pretty prunish. And uh, what's it called? As you guys start running across, and your spider and the Steel Defender are carrying Rumpadump and Stool, everybody makes it across safely. Just as the last person crosses, the platform gets overwhelmed by, or the stepping stones get overwhelmed by the magma, and there's no turning back now. You guys are safely across this
Yeah,
this
there's
magma
no-
streams. But
Out of the fire and into the frying pan.
yeah,
Yeah.
but from
Same.
the platforms, you guys notice um more of those adult Kruthiks. They're on the top and they're like yelling at you guys and stuff, but you don't make out what they're saying. It's mostly the screeches and high pitched wailing, kind of like the raptors from Jurassic Park or something like that. But they're not pursuing you unless you guys stay in the area.
No.
So you guys are running to evacuate.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Trying
That-
to find some place.
Dashing all around.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So you guys
Dashing.
you guys are evacuating this cavern, getting a safe distance, and after about 100 meters, you guys could tell that they are not pursuing, and everybody is tired. But not Ront. Well, everybody is still injured. Eldith has a little bit of damage. Ront and Darundil are the worst damaged, but Stool and
Hopefully
Rumpadump
water.
are extremely dehydrated, and
Have to
they're very
give them
weak.
water. Well, pour as much water as we have.
All right.
Just-
Give them water.
Can I use create water?
Yeah. Oh. No.
Yeah.
Actually, well, if I give up one of my two items, I can create the Jug of Alchemy.
No, I can just go. So with create water, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube.
Okay. Do you want
So I-
to?
Yeah, rain.
All right. Do you
That's
want?
if you don't have something to hold it in.
Do you want to look for a safe location?
Depression.
Uh,
A safe location with the depression.
okay, so that you can kind of like flood the area. Is pretty much what you're saying.
We'll basically put them at the bottom of the thing, and then he'll rain on them.
Okay. So you guys do find there's a bunch of caverns and stuff that are opening on the sides and stuff, and you guys do find a spot that you can use to fit everyone in, and it's got that little divot in the ground that you can use to pull up water from this rain. Is that what you want to do, Ms. Lindra?
Well, it can do one of two things. It can either fill up a container with 10 gallons of water,
Mhm.
or I can have it rain in a 30-foot cube
And how long does it last for the rain?
until 10 gallons of water are created.
Oh, okay. So let me see. What do you want to do? The rain
Well,
sounds
well,
cool.
fine.
The rain sounds
I was-
cool.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
there's
it
two
does.
have anything that'll hold 10 gallons of water. I figure we just have it rain. I'll just have it rain in a small area on them and just rehydrate them and maybe even cool us off a little bit because we're all probably hot. Our armor's probably smoking.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and
Yeah, gelada.
what's it called? Not finger. Leonardo, you could start mending Ms. Lindra's
Yes.
armor,
Yes, I
and
will.
you can actually keep some of those spikes if you want, just for
Yeah, definitely.
you can make necklaces with them or something.
Yeah. Okay, well, basically, the Steel Defender has 3 charges. That's 8, 9, 11 points
The
for
Steel
on Missile Ninja. Oh, we can both.
Wait,
And I'll
I'm confused. You said the Steel Defender has 3 charges?
right on the bend. It'll use one on itself. That was the first rule for Missile Ninja.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so the Steel Defender can mend itself.
8. That'll be 11 points.
Well,
for Missile.
it's a cantrip, so you can continually cast it. You don't need to roll the hit points. You just continually
Okay.
cast it until it's maxed out, pretty much, right?
Okay, I can do both. I can do Missile Ninja and my Steel Defender. So
Okay, and
they're both there.
And everybody needs to rest. You guys are pretty exhausted from that, and so you see that Stool and Rumpadump, they are getting replenished, but they're gonna need a good amount of rest. Like they're in such bad shape that it might take them more than a day of rest, unless they get a healing as well.
Well, basically, the next day I can do heal
Okay.
after I.
Did I lose everybody?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So then,
Briefly.
here's what we can do then. If you guys want to rest an extra day in this spot, you guys can do that, or you can just have them riding on the mounts as you guys are traveling, so that you
Well,
can
the
still
next day
wait, so that you guys can continue making progress to get to Neverlight Grove, but you'll just go slowly and carefully while Rumpadump and Stool are riding on the Spider and
Okay.
the Steel Defender.
I think that would probably be best for them to ride.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. And I can also cast a heal on each one of them.
On the next day, but then you won't have any spells on that next day unless you rest again, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm saying if it's an emergency, it's an emergency.
Okay. So
But
what?
Better to have them up than well.
So you guys want to camp there 2 days, is what you're saying?
Correct.
No. Okay.
Oh no, just one.
I don't see a reason to camp for 2 days.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Just,
Wait. I missaid it. You camp one day. Leonardo's going to use his heal spells to fully heal them, making it so that they're good enough to travel.
Correct.
All right.
that-
And then you
we can
continue.
on the next day.
And-
Correct.
Okay. All right. Got it. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break right here. What time is it?
It's almost 10. You want to just call it?
It's almost 10, yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna stop it, and that was day 7.
It was.
All right. That sounds good. And we're a lot closer to Neverlight Grove. So we're gonna end it on day 8, and Rumpadump and Stool, they're fully replenished, and they're making it aware to you guys that they're only you guys are only 4 days away from Neverlight Grove, and they're familiar with the area, but the area does look different.
Yeah.
What's happening here is in this area, it's starting to look like there's moss overgrowth in areas that there should not be moss.
Interesting.
Well, something's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, slap on butts saying good game.
Oh. And
Yeah.
I get
you.
Yeah, that thing was pretty tough. I didn't
it. It did
expect
have a.
it.
It had big.
It had an AC of 20, and then when it's adjacent to one of the other babies or another one, it's got advantage on attacks, even with the baby ones. So that's why they were hitting so accurately.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, because it wasn't that it had a lot of hit, it did a lot of freaking damage. It almost killed me.
Well, the problem is I wish we could have done the fairy fire, but somebody was sitting too close to it.
Yeah, well, you should have just done it anyhow.
Well, but
have
unfortunately,
guessed it on-
well, I didn't know it would be double. Would it be double advantage or not?
Well, what you could have done, James, is
Probably.
done it before Ms. Lindra had her turn, because you were before Ms. Lindra. You held off on your action, so Ms. Lindra ran forward, and
Okay.
so you should have or could have done it before Ms. Lindra ran up there.
That's,
Okay.
Yeah. And even still, there is no such thing as double advantage, so it would have just. Yeah.
Well, now I know.
Yeah, I mean, just cast it.
Okay.
Not what everyone else is doing too much. I mean, Fairy Fire would have helped me a lot because I would have been able to hit it more often.
Yeah, and
well,
then like Chris said, the thing I didn't tell you guys that the things had advantage when it's next to each other, because that would be like gaming the game. But if
Oh, pack tactics.
if he'd have just done it anyways, it would not have affected the battle any differently from it attacking you, but it would have
Okay.
given you guys the world attacking it.
Okay, so next time I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, and
Basically, this is,
everyone's gonna almost always go before me because I have a dex of 10, so my initiative is just a flat roll. So if you guys have the opportunity to go, just use your actions. Do what you're gonna do. I mean, I know
Okay.
everyone's like, maybe these things are intelligent and maybe they won't attack us.
Yeah. So if you guys notice too,
Into a feeding zone. That was intentional. They were gonna kill us whether they were smart or not.
yes, if you guys notice too, other than the Kruthix, that's I threw that in from the Tomb of Foes. However, the Stone Giant.
Right.
The Stone Giant encounter, it is a Chapter 2 encounter, which means you could run into Stone Giants at level 2 in this campaign.
deep.
Right.
So that's not the hardest one. They made this game where in Chapter 2, when you're traveling the Underdark, the encounters can be so difficult immediately that you guys would probably die against a Stone Giant, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I tried spacing it out where it could get you guys level up before doing the harder encounters from Chapter 2, and trying to say that if you notice, it is getting harder. I'm making it more difficult for you guys by having instead of just one creature, like the giant had the Jello,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So I'm trying to make it where it's not overwhelmingly deadly for you guys, but it gives the NPCs something to do as like a supporting element while you guys are being the
Right.
main effort. But it's going to be
Right.
tougher challenges.
Yeah.
So I want to say, don't hold back.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
No, I wasn't.
I have
mean,
one adventure that the main encounter happens. Second will come in. The fifth round, more people come in.
Mhm.
Sixth round, more.
Yeah.
Somebody leaves. So
Yeah, like even in
seventh round.
even in this game, you guys ran into the Demogorgon at level 3.
yeah.
So they made a lot of the encounters very
Oh.
unfair in here, and
Well, of course, there's. I don't.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to fight that thing at level 3.
yeah, it's I mean, I know they put it in there so early in the game just for an impression, but I don't think
Oh,
that
yeah.
I not to say that I
Well,
was
there's
holding
some-
back. I was just trying to make it where it's evened out with you. So that's why I threw in the dragon turtle to add more to the atmosphere so it's not just such a hopeless situation with the Demogorgon.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, some fights you just got to win.
But yeah, can you imagine just doing a randomly roll encounters and then you get the stone giant at second level?
Oh,
Well, I
grief.
mean, you just run away from it at that point.
Yeah.
But okay, so you guys have a movement of 30. It has a movement of 40. With the dash, it's
Yeah.
80.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, my still figure has a.
You didn't have a steel defender at level 2.
That's why you
No.
just throw someone. You just look. There's an old saying. I don't have to be fast. I just have to be faster than everyone else.
Yeah. Or it's like on what is it, the Walking Dead, where they went to go get the medicine for the boy, and Shane shot the guy so that he could be the food for the zombies while he gets away with the medicine.
Yeah, and there's always that
Yeah.
whole. We just throw someone under the bus.
Yep.
Yeah.
None of our characters are
So-
opposed to that theory.
Well, the NPCs are hoping that doesn't happen, but they're just glad that, especially Rumpadump and Stool, they're glad that you guys were able to get them out of there safely, and they're glad that you guys have mounts. Otherwise, they would have been dehydrated.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I hope you
Yeah.
guys had fun. I did,
Yeah.
and it was a lot better today with the guy's setup. That made the game run a whole lot smoother. So
Yeah, there was still a little bit of issues, but yeah, for the most part, it was a lot better.
yeah, I was thinking of going to Guy's house if it was okay to help you work on your setup and we could test out your computer with your headset.
That's okay. I'll just say this route.
Okay. And then James, let your roommates know that when you do play D&D, you are live streaming it. So that's why you asked them to turn the music down. It wasn't to cause problems. It's just that it's on a live stream and you're being recorded. just so that
Yeah,
they
the
just
video,
tell them
the
that
video,
you're on a production.
the videos can get flagged, and they can get not just demonetized, but they can actually be removed from Twitch entirely
Yeah,
or
so
YouTube. Where are you putting it? Where are you putting it at?
it's on YouTube. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's just to let
that'd
them
be
be
worse.
aware that it is a live stream. That you're not just playing D&D, that you're live streaming it also for people to watch. And so if don't tell her that she was seen unless she asks. If she asks, say like, yeah, they saw it. But just let her be aware that when you play D&D, that you're live streaming it, and that's why you asked them to turn it down. That you weren't trying to cause an issue.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, that sounds like a little bit more deep issues than just the frustration of having the music turned down. That sounds like she was already upset over something. So
Well, unfortunately, she's friends with I guess the captain. If you know what I mean.
That's why I think explaining that you're on a live stream is more beneficial, so she understands that you're not just telling her to turn the music down. You're asking her to help you get a good session, a good video production. You know what I mean?
Well, unfortunately, I realize it's easier just to.
It's just making her aware, so hopefully there's more courtesy.
Yeah.
I understand that.